Atenção todos! Aí vem mais uma do... Let's dance!
Well, hey friends, so welcome on back. Listen, so in the previous video, or in a former video, we talked about the foundational things you need so that you can show up with clarity and also have your pillars and everything in place so that you can help take your clients on a journey. Today, we're talking about those foundational systems. Huh? We're talking about the systems, the systems. This is where the rubber meets the road. And as your system strategist and course creation expert, listen, I'm here. Here's your checklist to help you move from vision to delivery with ease. From vision to delivery with ease and with the spirit of excellence and with clarity. So, I always want you to have clarity. If nothing else, I want you to be clear. So, we're going to talk about your visibility and your access system first. So, get your pen, get your paper, be ready because we're getting ready to hop in it. And I'm going to move quickly. But the beauty of video is that you can stop, you can go back, or you can move forward to the next space that you need. So, here we go. Visibility and your access system. So, this is all about where are you going to actually deliver your course from? How are you going to do that? Are you going to do it through Zoom or are you going to use StreamYard? I'm using StreamYard right now. And do you have a calendar booking tool? Because they would both go hand in hand. All right. So this matters because you're teaching live, or you're either doing onboarding calls, or you need a platform that makes it easy for people to have access to you. The reason why you're having this video, you're getting this video now, is because what I realize is the more people that I begin to teach, to coach, to train, they need greater access. So it's humanly impossible for me to make myself, my one person, be accessible to everyone I'm coaching, I'm teaching, or I'm helping to elevate their voice, their visibility at this point in time. So we have to use tools. So we're going to talk about these tools. So what tool are you going to use to deliver your coaching program? Whether it's live or if you're going to do a pre-recorded, pick one, Zoom or StreamYard. And to be honest, I use both. I do. I use both, simply because I like the different things that StreamYard has to offer. So I'm on StreamYard recording this course now for you. However, I also use Zoom. I use Zoom for um, things that when I have large amounts of people joining in, or because my website is automatically connected to Zoom, then you can book a call with me and then it automatically sends you a Zoom link, which is my standing link, and it puts it on my calendar. So I actually use both, but you have to make a decision. What platform are you going to use? And these are not the only two. These are just my recommended two. All right. So what to set up? You want to set up your Zoom or your stream account for your live sessions. And then you could use Acuity or Calendly for discovery or onboarding calls so that people can automatically go to your Calendly or your Acuity link, and they don't have to text you, are you available this day? Are you available that day? No, they can go to your calendar that's already set up to say, I'm available on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock, Thursdays at 7 o'clock. So what does that mean? Let me backtrack. That means, my friends, you have to decide when you want your meetings to occur. When are you going to do your coaching calls? So I typically reserve Tuesdays and Thursdays for anything coaching related. What does that look like for you? Then create that calendar invite, pre-selected, pre-set it, pre expect for someone to have a discovery call, or this is the time that you have pre-selected for you to deliver your live coaching sessions or your live course. Preset the time. All right. So you can use Acuity or Calendly for that. I personally have a calendar in my website, so it's already connected. So make sure you check your website because you may already have an option for a calendar um, to be set utilizing the tools that you already have. All right. So then after you've decided if you're going to use Zoom or if you're going to use StreamYard, if you're going to use Acuity or you're going to use Calendly, now you want to create the link. Create a Zoom link that auto connects to your calendar. That would be preferable and smooth and easy. And most everyone since the pandemic knows how to use Zoom or have used it one time or another. But here's the bonus tip. Listen, brand your Zoom waiting room with your logo and a welcome message. There's a way to do that. I'm not set up that way because I don't use Zoom as much as I use StreamYard. So it gives a personal touch when I do use StreamYard. But if you're only going to use Zoom, then create a branded space for your waiting room. So your clients can encounter you from the very beginning. When they click the link, bam, they'll see your logo, they can see a message, and they are already having an engaging moment with you and your brand. And if you want me to do a video for that, then you can drop something in the comments or shoot me a message and I'll get one done for you. But it's really simple. It's in your Zoom setup system. All right. So now that you've decided how you're going to deliver the course, and people are starting to find you and say they want to be a part of your course, you've decided, let's just go for kicks and giggles. We're going to go with Zoom. How are they going to pay you? Because we are in business, so they should be paying you to be a part of your course. If this happens to be your lead magnet and you're doing a live lead magnet, okay, then still you still want to set up a payment system to put them in the mind that, oh, I would be paying for something, but it's $0. So get them in the habit of using a payment system from the beginning, even if it's no cost. That's just my opinion. All right. So your payment system, what's going to be your payment system? How are they going to pay you? What's the tool? Are you going to use Stripe? Are you going to use Square or PayPal? Or Thrive Card or Stand Store? I'm actually getting ready to shift how I'm set up right now. Because of some other things that I'm doing on different platforms. And I need one space for people to pay. I don't want to have funds all over the place. So, how are they going to pay you? This matters because people need a seamless and secure way to pay you without DMing you first. You shouldn't have to have someone DM you so then they can get your information to now pay you. We want to set up a system that's seamless and it doesn't require you to be present all the time. Now, I will say that sometimes you will create systems, like I created a system using PayPal, and then it just wasn't quite working right. So now I've had to work through those kinks. But creating a seamless system makes it so much easier and a better experience, not just for your client, but also for you too as well. Okay, so now what do you set up? So you create a Stripe or your PayPal business account, and you can have a business Cash App account if you wanted to do that as well, but it's just not as secure as some of the other payment options. And so then once you set up your account, then you want to make sure that you connect it to a checkout system. Then what's the checkout system? How are they going to pay you? Whether it's on Thrive Card, Stand Store, or Gumroad. You want to make sure that you have a checkout system. Okay. And then you set up a one-time payment, or many of us are offering a payment plan. So whichever system that you decide, you want to make sure that it also gives you the option so you can send people links to have a payment plan. Okay, here's the bonus tip. Just make sure that you add a thank you page for automation to lead to them to the next steps after the payment. So your thank you page should say, thank you, Tammy, for your payment. And please check your email for your Zoom link. Something simple like that. Just make sure you lead them. We always want to be leading them on the journey. Don't leave them behind. So now, if you're doing pre-recorded videos, then friends, I want you to have a system for them to sit on, right? They need to have a house to live in. They need to have a house to live in. So I use Thinkific, but there's so many other places that you can use. You can use Thinkific, you can use Teachable, Google Drive, or you can even pre-record your videos and then do a email sequence where you drip emails out. And so a drip campaign. What I mean is when you think of water and it's dripping, is coming at a certain rhythm. It comes at the certain time. So boom, boom, boom. So you may want to do an email sequence that's noted as a drip campaign. So every Monday, they know they're going to get a new module emailed to them at 7 o'clock a.m. Here's the homework, here's the video, and this is what you need to do. So however you decide to deliver it, make sure it's housed somewhere, whether that's in your Google Drive, it's going to be an email sequence, you're going to put it on Teachable, you're going to put it on Thinkific. Now, each of these will help you create reliability for your clients. So it will also help you show up in an organized way to receive, for your clients to receive their contents, or the ability to get replays. And sometimes you may want to limit the time or the access that they have your replays. So for example, if you are hosting a complimentary intro to confidence course, right, and it's no cost, but you want people to show up live, well, if they can't show up live, then you can give them grace, give them 5 days to have access to the recording, and you limit that, right? And so after 5 days, the link is no longer working. After 5 days, you schedule the link to no longer, you scheduled the link to cut off and no longer work. All right. So here are some things that you need to consider when you decide your house or your delivery platform that you're going to house your videos in or on. So will it be live, or is it going to be self-paced? Self-paced email sequence is a really, really good way to have the self-paced option to happen. That's really a good way to do that, because you give people Monday to that following Sunday to complete whatever the homework is, whatever it is that you're doing. And then they know next Monday or the following Monday, I'm going to get a new module. So will it be live, or will it be self-paced? Will it be live, or will it be pre-recorded? And then will you use a course platform like Thinkific or Teachable, or simply deliver it via Google Drive or email? Which one? Pick one. Is it a course where you're going to be doing video, or are you just going to do it through Google Drive, and it's all just going to be um, like an ebook, readable? I suggest you do video, but your choice. So here's how you do that. You want to make sure that you set things up. So you want to upload your videos. You want to record your videos. Then you want to upload them to the platform that they will go and sit on. And then any worksheets to the platform with student access. You want to add those to the platform just as well. Or you can use an automated email system that will drip out these lessons that will have the video and also have the worksheets that the students will begin to work on. And if you're going to do an email sequence and have worksheets that they will actually need to fill in, you may want to consider having it as a fillable PDF. Just another bonus tip. All right. So now we've talked about your visibility and your access to your system. We've talked about your payment system, and we've talked about the house system or the delivery system where you will actually house and deliver your particular course or program. Now we're going to talk about communication. How are you going to stay engaged outside of the time that you all are together or the time where they're working on your course or your particular program? So the communication and that support system is so important. It's how engagement happens outside of the classroom, so to speak. So what tool are you going to use? Are you going to just use email to communicate with? Are you going to use Voxer, which is like a CB system? It's an app and it's Voxer. Let me put that on the screen for you. Voxer. Sorry. It's not letting me type. So it's, oh, there we go. Got to get to the right place. Voxer. Voxer. Voxer is something that I typically use with my one-on-one clients, and it's like a CB system. Not a CB system. It's yeah, it is. So anyway, someone can voice record you a message. You'll get an alert, and then you can voice record them a message back. It's really cool. So I have used Voxer before, and I actually use Voxer with one of my coaches as well. So you can use email, you can use Voxer, or my friends, you may even want to consider Slack. Many of us use Slack at work, and so that is also an app, and is also something that you can use online. So it will be like an instant messenger. So you can send someone a message and they'll receive the message and then they can send it back. You can also do phone calls through Slack. You can also, I believe you can do voice recording through Slack as well. All right. Or are you going to use a Facebook group? Will that be the place where you continue to communicate and support outside of your normal course? A lot of people are using Facebook groups. You can pre-schedule post encouragement and different things like that in Facebook group. You can host your lives in your Facebook group, and there are so many benefits, but you have to decide what works for you. Community equals accountability plus connection. What are you going to do to stay connected outside of that space? Let me tell you something. I tried to use Telegram, and this group that I have was like, okay, we'll do it, but they weren't engaging. The one day that I could not access Telegram and I put a group chat together in text messages, everybody started responding and all of these engagement began to happen. So what did that tell me? That told me that while Telegram may be a space that I thought would work best for us, they really appreciated having the space inside of a text group. So you may set, I said that to say, you may set up all of these systems for your group, but then the group may not accept that, right? It may not be the best thing for this particular coaching group that you're working with this time. So be open to being flexible, right? Be open to being flexible, but just remember that your community equals accountability plus connection. So make sure you also include other things like weekly reminders or coaching support emails, right? Private support via Voxer or Slack, checking in on someone. Text messages seem to work for a particular group that I'm working with now, the one that I was just telling you about, the group text. But text seems to work. It works for everyone. Or you may want to use the closed Facebook group or Mighty Networks for group discussions. Mighty Networks is a place where you may be able to house everything that you have going on. So that may be another place that you consider housing your things as well. Let me put that on the screen for you. See, this is why I like recording with StreamYard. Shameless plug. And I'll put my link in the chat just as well. So if you want to get StreamYard, then you can use my link and we'll both benefit from it. All right. So Mighty Network may be a great place for you to use for group discussions. You can put announcements, you can upload your videos, you can connect it to your YouTube. And then it's also a place where other people can engage as well. All right. So now we've talked about the communication and the support system. Now I want you to talk. Now I need you to get ready to talk to the actual client. We've talked about the foundations, having your pillars, getting clarity. We've talked about foundational systems. Part of that system is the onboarding, client intake and welcome system. This is the next impression that you get to make. So don't miss this. So, what's the tool you're going to use? Are you going to use Google Forms? Are you going to use an email automation form? Are you using MailerLite, ConvertKit, or Flowdesk? Keep it simple. If you're just starting out and you have Gmail accounts, then use Google. Use that. It may not be as secure as other things, but excuse me, it at least gets you started and then helps you to organize, stay organized by using your Google Drive. You can use Google Forms, you can use Google Docs, you can use Google to help you stay organized. So this matters because you want your clients to feel supported and clear from day one. From day one. From day one, you want them to feel supported and clear. So, what do you set up? You want to have a client welcome email. Uh-huh. You want to have a welcome email. And in this welcome email, you want to lay out everything about the course. Be clear, welcome, be welcoming, be excited. And so the client welcome email, and then you want to have an intake form. The intake form with their basic information. What are their goals? Ask them about their prayer requests. If they have any technology needs, maybe you're working with someone that's not so well versed um, on Zoom, or I didn't use Voxer for this particular class that I'm working with now because I know some people are not as tech savvy. So be sensitive to what your clients' needs are. But in order for you to be sensitive to them, you got to know what they are. So ask. And the welcoming packet is the place for you to ask and to pull out and extract information. Ask them about what are their pain points, what are they struggling with, what are their expectations. Be very clear so that you can make sure that you address what it is that they are expecting to learn that's connected back to the course, right? They can't tell you that they want to learn how to be a surgeon, but then they show up for a course on how to show up and launch with confidence. The two don't mix. All right, you get my point. So also, you could do a quick how to access your course. If you're walking them through a course on Thinkific or Teachable, it may warrant an opportunity. This welcome space may be an opportunity for you to show them how to access the course, or schedule a day where you all can walk through how to access the course together, or record a pre-recorded video. Just make it simple, keep it easy, and flow with ease. All right. So you can take that video and make it a PDF. So you really entertain the different learning styles. Okay. All right. So now we have your client intake in the welcome system set up. And this can be automated. This can be a campaign that you set up once somebody registers for the course. Then, boom, you can say, okay, so you can have your system send out them an email. Yeah, you want to set it up. And if you're not automated to where everything speaks to one thing or another, at least have it already packaged together and written. And all you have to do is add their personal information and hit click and go. All right. So you're also going to need a content management system. Oh gosh, this is so important. All of these things that you're doing, you need a system to help you stay organized. Oh gosh, you need a system to help you stay organized. So make sure you decide very early what's going to be your content management system. Are you going to use Google Drive? Are you going to use Notion or Trello or Asana? Google, Notion, Trello, or Asana. I land in the space of Google Drive and Trello. I use both just to help keep me organized, and so I can easily access things to share with my clients just as well. So you need a system for you to stay organized, and this is your behind the scenes type of organization. So that if a student has a question about this, that, and the other, you can go to this, whether you're in Trello or you can go to your Google Drive. You know that you have a resource for it. Put it in the search box. Boop, it pops up, and boom, you send it over to your client. So here are some suggestions and some bonus tips. So you want to keep a master folder for each course module. So for example, all of these foundational courses that we're walking through right now, they will be in one folder, and each module will have its own space within that folder. All right. So use Trello or Notion to map lesson titles or upload your scripts and then track your edits. Label your files clearly, like module, whatever your module is, then your lesson title, then the date. That way, when you update your information, oh my God, let me tell you, I want you to learn from my mistakes. Okay. Make sure, and I know my VA is like, girl, I've been trying to tell you this for years. Right. However, I'm just now getting it. Label your stuff, whatever the module is, whatever the lesson is, and then the date. So then you don't have to spend time going back to see which version is this? Is this the one I just uploaded? It can become a mess. Do it right from the beginning. All right. Okay, so now you have your content management system set up to help you stay organized. Then I want you to be intentional to gather feedback and testimonials along the way. So ask yourself, how am I going to do that? Am I going to do that through Google Forms and just email them something and have them fill it out and get it back to you? Or there's video ask. There's video ask. Let me put that on the screen for you. You can actually shoot out a video. I'm sorry, you can actually shoot out an ask, and then you can ask them to record you a video. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a capital K, but you can ask them to send you a video. Social proof. Social proof. That's what this is. Their testimonial is social proof. It builds trust. So basically, while you're helping them, while you're building with them, you also too want to build your next. And student feedback helps you improve, number one, but it also serves as social proof, number two, for your future clients and the other people that are called to help you. So you want to create a feedback form to send after your course ends, and then ask for wins, ask for wins, ask for takeaways, ask for testimonials, ask for written and video. Ask. You can only, if they send you both, great. But if they send you one or the other, even better, because at least you have the testimonial, however it ends up being captured. All right. Then, my friends, last thing, you want a backup and exit strategy. The worst thing that can happen is for you to build your course and then lose it. So make sure you have an external drive or save things to the cloud, like on your Google Drive or your Dropbox or your OneDrive. Make sure that you save these things in the cloud somewhere else other than your current space that you have it in, so that you always have a backup strategy. This will protect your content, and you always have uh, um, you always have access to your information outside of your course platform. I just really lost my thought process right there. All right. So you want to back up your videos, your slide decks, and your worksheets to wherever space you decide, and then keep a copy of your course outline and your scripts or your worksheets and all of that in a Google Drive or the OneDrive or Dropbox. And then, my friends, if you're taking it a little bit further, then once you really begin to truly build, you're going to need a CRM, a client management system. Oh my gosh, a client management system. And if, my friends, you've done business with me, I personally use Honeybook, or you can use Dubsado. This is the space that will house your contracts, your forms, and your client tracking. I urge you to get one of those once you start coaching, and you have your contracts that people are signing, your agreements. It keeps it all in one place. You can even send emails from there. You can communicate from there. And when it's tax time, my friends, they have another option. They've leveled up on Honeybook to where they will send you all your tax documents, and you don't have to worry about that. You can just simply pull that and send it to your accounting person. So think about a client management system. If you're doing affiliate marketing, such as, oh, and I do have a link for Honeybook. So if someone wants my link for Honeybook, if someone wants my link for StreamYard, those are affiliate trackings. Those are affiliate links. So you will get a benefit and I will get a benefit. So anytime you refer a system or a service to someone, typically they'll have an affiliate program. You want to make sure that you track that to hold the people accountable, to ensure that you get your credit back. If others will promote you or your course, then they may share your link just as well. So you want to make sure you do affiliate tracking. And you may have affiliate tracking for your course. And that could be something that you set up. Then you may want to consider a learning dashboard, such as member votes or Mighty Networks for your community. In these types of dashboards and learning systems, everything can be housed there. Everything, all of your courses, all of your worksheets, all of your videos, everything can be housed on your learning dashboard. So, member vote or Mighty Networks are really good for that. And they also have spaces where you can build community and house your course there as well. All right. So, my friends, this is how you build your systems for your course. So, I know this was a long master class, but when I tell you that it's worth it, and when I tell you it's important for you to have a roadmap so you can have your launch systems in place. So, you will be able to have a course launch system checklist. And it will be in a PDF form. You can just simply download it or look at it because I know I gave you a lot of information in this foundational course. But I really want you to hone in on making choices so that you can be ready to just hit the go button. So choose, decide which one, which level, how you're going to do it. If you're going to use Zoom or StreamYard, make those choices ahead of time so you're not fumbling the ball along the way. And then, friends, just be ready to go. So stay tuned for the next video. Get your system set up, and we will move forward with creating and putting in the work. So until next time, stay anchored, be blessed, and I'll see you next time.